Personnel. At the end of last month's Borough Council meeting, I made an announcement that among other vacancies on Newtown Borough committees were 2 vacancies on the Newtown Corporation Board of Directors. There are 11 director positions on the board of the Newtown Corporation. 6 of them are appointed by the Newtown Township Board of Supervisors. 5 are appointed by Newtown Borough Council. There are currently 3 Newtown Borough residents serving in director positions on the Newtown Corporation, and there are 2 vacancies. One became vacant when Mr. Callahan resigned shortly after the termination of Chris Ortwine, and the other vacancy occurred when Paul Salvatore, after being, I don't know if it was elevated, but assigned the position of interim executive director, determined he could no longer serve on the board of directors and resigned as a member of the board. As we've been discussing what the borough's position is to be with respect to the Newtown Corporation, we've let those positions remain unfilled for a couple months, and we've received 3 applications for appointment to the board of directors. One from Joshua Hornstein, who resides at 21 South Lincoln Avenue, and he's here tonight. One for reappointment from David Callahan, who resides on Court Street and is also here tonight. And one from Rosemary Wunschel, who resides on Lincoln Avenue, and she indicated to me by telephone that if the positions were otherwise filled tonight, she'd be happy to wait and withdraw her name from consideration. Regardless of what direction we ultimately decide to go with respect to the Newtown Corporation, I think it is in the borough's best interest to fill those positions so that we have 5 voices on the board of directors of the Newtown Corporation. So I'm going to move that that the Borough Council appoint Joshua Hornstein and Dave Callahan to the board of directors of the Newtown Corporation.
Perry, can you break that into 2 motions, please?
I can. And I can also, well, I guess after the motion, if either of you want to say a few words, or certainly if other Borough Council members want to speak, everyone's welcome to. First, I'd move that Joshua Hornstein, residing at 21 South Lincoln Avenue, be appointed to the board of directors of the Newtown Corporation.
Second.
And seconded. Any discussion?
I didn't see any paperwork on either of these 2, other than what we got for Dave Callahan tonight. I didn't see the one on Joshua. So, could you give me just a brief rundown?
Do you want to give a brief bio?
Sure. These were circulated this one was circulated by email. Rose's, we used all 3 methods. Rose's was in our boxes at Borough Hall, and Dave's was distributed tonight. Josh is a corporate finance lawyer, also a small business owner in the technology field, has lived in the borough for 2 years and 10 months. This one I'm doing from memory, but graduated from Penn Law School. Yeah. And resides, I guess, in the new Newtown Station development, correct? Yeah. Your wife, Paula, and anyone else? My son. And your son. And his 2-year-old son. And has graciously offered to volunteer his time to help us out on the Newtown Corporation Board.
Any further discussion? No? Okay. If not, I'll call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Secondly, congratulations. Secondly, I would move that the council appoint Dave Callahan to the board of directors. I don't have quite the resume here, but I think I know a fair amount from memory. Mr. Callahan owns the Newtown Hardware House, resides on Court Street with his wife, Mary, who works in the insurance industry at Johnson, Kendall & Johnson. Both of them very much involved in local business. Dave has been a leader with the Newtown Historic Association for many, many years, and I believe is on the board of the Community Welfare Council, and served for many years on the board of the Newtown Corporation. And I think we'll all be glad to have him back.
Excuse me. I got a second on that motion, did I?
I don't think so. I was just wondering.
No? Okay. All right. Can we have a second?
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Okay. All right, if not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
My only point of discussion was going to be not about Dave, certainly, but about Rose's interest. I think she actually brings a very unique skill set to the Newtown Corporation, and I'm glad she's interested, and I think she should be involved, as much as possible now, because of her work with the state and the goal of economic development. I think she'd be a good person for potential future openings. So,
Absolutely agreed.
yeah.
That still leaves a couple openings, not on the Newtown Corporation Board for the time being, but there's one opening on the Environmental Advisory Committee. Residents are invited to complete an application, contact the Borough Secretary, Marcia Scull, for an application, and or email a letter of interest to me and or to Marcia. There is also an opening on the Building Code Board of Appeals.
Yes.
A committee that meets infrequently. There are certain requirements for membership on the board, but if one believes oneself to be interested and qualified to serve on that board, we certainly welcome the application through the same method. Contact the Borough Secretary or me in person or by email. Thanks.